Hi there and welcome to the Dawn Show. Dawn Stensland-Menti here. So do you ever stop and think about your kidneys and what they actually do for your body? Probably not, but they are so important to your health. Here to tell us their story is the Cash family. You're going to love this family. Dad Jermaine, Mom Judy, and beautiful little daughter Jocelyn, who was diagnosed with something called renal reflux at just 8 weeks old. It's so good to have you all here and your beautiful family.
Thank you for having us.
So first of all, renal reflux. None of us have heard of that. You hadn't heard of it. You have your beautiful little girl. And how do you even know that she has this? Take me there.
She was about 8 weeks old and she was very lethargic and started taking temperatures, and turns out she had a very high fever, 105.6, and we took her straight in to the ER where they told us she had a UTI, and their very first thought was we need to get an ultrasound. They obviously had an idea of what it was, and that's when our journey started. That ultrasound showed that she had renal reflux, which takes her bladder, basically pushes her urine back up into her kidneys, and causes too much pressure in her kidneys, which damages them. And
Jocelyn, it's okay. The grown-ups are going to talk here, and you can just relax on Mom's shoulder. A little shy here. Jermaine, your beautiful daughter is born, and you're excited, the exciting time of your life. What did you and Judy go through? And what did you go through as a dad?
Well, it basically changed our lives for the most part. We've changed most of what we do on an everyday basis, from work to home to even our social lives, because she has pretty much become most of our priorities with taking care of not only just
There's
her
her
health.
baby picture. This is how old was she here? How old was Jocelyn during these pictures?
8 weeks.
About 8 weeks old.
Oh, look at her sleeping with the little binky. She's beautiful.
Thank you.
Your pictures.
I mean, we all say, our baby changes our lives, and you have another child, but
Yes.
But for her, this was about awareness too.
Yes, it was. Like I said before, it's something that we kind of wanted to do, not just for her, but for a lot of people out there who are experiencing basically the same thing. So like my wife was saying earlier, when we saw the National Kidney Foundation, it was something that wasn't even a question. Yes, we want to get involved. We want to help.
And that's what always amazes me, that you have this tiny baby and you want to sort of pay it forward and reach out and say, if this is happening to us, we want to reach out to others. And so now you've been involved in the Wilmington walk for 5 years, and she's 5.
Yes.
So her first year, she was a teeny weeny little baby.
And we were out there walking.
Yes, yes.
And so I imagine you've made a lot of friends over the years.
Very many, yes. People have rallied around us. Our support system is strong and getting stronger every year. So we're very blessed to have people like that in our lives.
And you actually, every year you have a certain goal. Have you met your goal yet this year?
Yes, we've already met our goal this year. Yeah. This was our best year.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, so we're still growing.
And so your team is obviously what your t-shirt says, Walkers for Jocelyn. And so she has a lot of kids and a lot of friends that walk.
Right, yes. Our group is about 20 strong on any given year, so
And
we're
has
still
gradually
growing.
gradually grown every year. We've had friends from, not just say for example Delaware, but in the Delaware Valley in New Jersey, and we even have friends in upstate New York and Pennsylvania, Western Pennsylvania, that wants to come out and join. And we have people that help us donate from all across the country. Always has friends up in Canada and Oklahoma and everywhere that kind of touched by what we kind of go through, which is really nice.
And so Jocelyn's already had at age 5 1 surgery, and now you might be having
2.
Oh, she's done
had
2, and now you might have number 3.
Yes.
So it continues on for you.
Right.
What does it mean to you to have this network of people, this support network?
Oh, I can't even explain what it means. It's everything. I don't know where we'd be without the support system that we have. Connecting with the National Kidney Foundation and their support has just been phenomenal.
In what way? In what ways, I should say?
Just to feel that somebody's there that understands. I mean, there are people that we've met in the past few years that are now closer than friends I've had for 20, just because they understand what we're going through and they've seen it. So it just changes everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's your child's health. It's everything to you. So for you, when you get involved and now you raise money, in essence, this is also about awareness and
Right,
education.
absolutely.
So what do you share with people? And obviously kidney disease strikes people of all different walks of life, pun intended. We're talking about a walk here and a group of walks, but in other words, most people, and we'll have a doctor from Jefferson on later who'll talk about most people it's in their 20s or later, but there are a lot of little ones.
Well, that's one of my biggest goals, is to just change even the partial face of kidney disease, that it is happening in our children. It is a pediatric disease as well. So that's one of our biggest goals.
And in fact, that was one thing that doctors have said, that a lot of people, unfortunately, who are not blessed with all the great hospitals that we have in the Philadelphia and Delaware, South Jersey region, so maybe a lot of young people might not be diagnosed until they're 8 years old, 13 years old. Right. For you all and for Jocelyn, thank God, it was 8 weeks old.
Right. That UTI, I mean, if she wouldn't have had that, Lord knows what would have happened.
Right. And we have to thank a lot of people from down at the AI DuPont Hospital for doing an awesome job, being able to recognize exactly what we have, and so with it being an ongoing process of what we can do to try to help her get better, they've gone above and beyond what we've even expected, to try to find different doctors with different diagnoses or even different strategies to try to get this fixed.
Jocelyn? Are you a little ticklish? Can we get you to ask people to come out for the
Turn
walk?
around.
That's all right.
Okay.
Of course, this is the way. I have 2 little boys too, and it's always the way. They're animated and having a good time until they get on camera.
Exactly.
And then
the bright lights, right?
But she is a beauty and a real inspiration, and so are you all. I mean, are you doing okay?
We are.
Right.
We get through.
Because this is an emotional journey for any parent.
It really is.
Very much.
What has it done for your marriage?
Well, as far as our marriage, with that being said, our daughter now is being homeschooled because with her condition, she's not like normal kids who's able to use a laboratory like anybody else. So that alone has her home with my wife. So a lot of that burden's kind of, I don't want to say put on me, but a lot of that responsibility kind of shifts to one person, which is perfectly fine. We're happy with the way that it's kind of going. It's not necessarily as stressful as we thought. Yeah, it's not exactly as stressful as what we thought it was, because we also have to look at it as it could be worse.
Yeah, absolutely. You have each other. Well, thank you so much to the Cash family. God bless you. Thank you so much. And we're going to continue on talking about the Kidney Foundation that's made such a difference in your life and the lives of millions when The Dawn Show continues.